Well, you want to take it from when I joined the Navy?
Yes, when did you join the Navy,
Okay,
John?
I joined the Navy in 1958, August. And got out of boot camp. I was in San Diego, California. And went home on leave after boot camp, 2 weeks. And after that, I reported to the USS Laffey, which is home ported in Norfolk, Virginia.
I was there too.
And then I came aboard January the 13th, 59. When you come aboard and start out in the fire room, you start out as a messenger. And the messenger's job was taking readings every hour. They'd taken steam pressure, checking the oil pressure, the heaters, the water, the feed water, the fresh water, and stuff like that. Messenger also made the coffee for the next watch coming on.
Very
We
important.
always had a coffee pot. I gotta have a coffee. So he did that, and he also cleaned the burners. And these are the burners. There's one in here. I don't know if I have a loose one. But anyway, he would clean the burners every watch. Change out the atom plates in there, atomizer plates. And that was his job. And then he also would go back and wake the oncoming watch. He'd go back and wake them up. And but anyway, to get the boiler started, when you move from messenger then up to burner man. And the burner man's job was to take care of the burners here on the saturated side. But to get the boiler started, or the ship, there's no key or button. You need a match. And you got a torch. And you light the torch off and they stick it in this port down there. And you turn this, in that port there is where you stick the torch. And then you have a burner in here that's like this one up here. And you ignite it. And you start bringing the steam pressure up then. And after that's done, then getting underway, you have additional burners in here. Different size atomizer sprayers to maintain the steam as we turn the turbines. But that's about it as far as the burner. That's a quickie. But when lighting off a burner, you have to make sure that there's a micrometer valve that's not there, but it looks like this one over here would be over here. And the first thing you would open it all the way up, because you don't want to cut a burner in without opening the mic up, because you'll lose oil pressure and you'll lose your flame in there. So that's not good. So what you do is open the micrometer valve, open an air register. The top watch, he controls the draft blowers. He increases the RPMs, forces more air down, and then you open the valve here for the fuel oil. And that's how the burner is lit off.
And what happens when you get all ahead full, all ahead flank?
All ahead flank is you cut in every one of these burners. They'll all be working, all four. And that's how you would cut them all in, same thing. And you'd usually start at the bottom, though. I was showing you, for an example, this one that has the barrel in. But you always work from the bottom up. And you got your orders over here on this EOT, which is missing, but it would have your 1/3 ahead, 2/3 standard, full, and flank. And you also had your back, reverse. What else is there?
What about blow tubes?
Blow tubes. Well, after so many hours of operation, you have carbons build up inside the boiler. Soot, in other words, to the layman. And what you would do every so often, you'd have to blow tubes. And what that consisted of is a soot blower. That silver thing there. And you got a crank that fits on there, and you turn it, and all it is a pipe that goes all the way through the boiler that's got holes in it. And it rotates in there with steam blowing out the soot, and it goes out the stack. So you have a series of soot blowers that you got to start at the bottom of the boiler with that one there, and then work your way over to these two, and then go topside there and finish it off in sequence. That's how you blow tubes. And the deck apes don't like that, because after swabbing the deck, they got soot on the deck again.
I had some soot up on me too. You know, it's like rain.
Yes.
It's like rain. These little pellets coming down.
Well, before you blow tubes, you got to get permission from the bridge, because the bridge got to change directions. They're going into the wind now, so that's the soot's not going forward.
I think you guys didn't always do that, to be honest. All of a sudden, what's all that black stuff coming out? So, what was the temperature like down here?
That wasn't bad. It outside temperature. Because you had the blowers here blowing. This is a supply blower and supply blower. And then in the overhead at the top, there's a big exhaust blower up there.
Yeah, but some places in the boiler room it's 120 degrees.
Well, yeah, it could be if you get in a little corner crack there. But if you're out here where the air's blowing, it's not bad.
Yes.
And when you're young, it doesn't bother you.
And do you have salt tablets down here?
No, we didn't know such a thing. There was never such a thing back when I was aboard. So, salt tablets.
So, what are your plans for down here?
Well, we're hoping to have everything on display so that the tourists can see what it was about. And a lot of the guys that served on other cans, they come to Charleston for reunions, and they bring the guys over and tour the ship and say, yeah, I was a BT and this is where I worked, and it's a place to gather and talk about old times.
Yes. So there's a hatch opening up here.
Which,
It's going to the big guests are going to come in right up in there.
Yeah, from the
And
engine
then they're
room.
going to come right down here.
And go up to the upper level,
And then down
exit.
here.
They're going to exit up top.
Right here?
No, they're going to go up that way over here.
Oh,
They're going to
okay.
go up across and exit in the inboard passageway.
Okay.
To be the exit.
So this is a John Hudak here. So John, I want to thank you for your service down here, and you've been dedicated to opening this up. So you're a hero.
We should have had this opened up probably in 2010, but we got the problem with the hall. Had to go to the yards. Had a 3-year delay, and it just backed up on us. But
Yeah.
we're getting there. We're close.
Yes,
We're
and
going to get there.
anything else you'd like to say?
No, there's a lot. There's a lot. We just highlighted a couple things down here. We could talk about this for 24 hours.
Thank you so much. But BT Hudak.
Signing off.